Hello, I want to talk to you today about this damage to my Toyota car. Um, you're going to be reading my blog, which details the damage that I've uncovered. This is May 2012. The damage sustained was incurred around the 10th of April, about a month ago. And so far, what I've discovered, I've discovered a problem with the braking system. The brake fluid was a light amber color when it was inspected in March. And then about the end of April, I began having brake problems with it. The pedal was very hard. There was absolutely no travel on it, and the brakes was sticking. And if you're in traffic, you're lucky if you get the thing to stop. It nearly caused an accident. What I want to show you is the brake fluid I took out of it. This is the brake fluid. You see it's a very dark color. When it was inspected in March, it was a very pale color, very similar to household cooking oil. And this color transformation occurred over just a few weeks' time. And I don't quite understand that. If you stick your finger down in it, there's a greasy residue around the perimeter of the container. And the master cylinder on this car was brand new. There was no reason for it to turn dark. That fluid there looks like it's been in the car for at least 5 years. And I dumped it out into that jar, and I had the master cylinder up the car, and I was trying to depress the plunger on it, and I couldn't push it in by hand. It took several minutes to get the plunger to go in and purge the fluid out of it. I was doing some reading that suggests it may be silicon brake fluid mixed in with the conventional brake fluid, and that forms a high viscosity gel, which that would explain why the brake performance was really crappy. Enough with the brakes. I want to move on to the next thing. The next thing is I found dirt in the engine oil, and I collected a sample of that. I let the dirt sit around in a little jar, and it's been sitting about 10 days now. And you can turn the jar over a little bit, and you can see a residue of dirt that's collected on the bottom that's settled out of that engine oil. And I got some oil here out of an air compressor. It's got maybe less than 30 minutes of run time since it was serviced, and it was the same situation. Here's a photograph. The engine oil right here, new in the bottle. It's a very pale color, pale yellow. And this is the oil I drained out of the machine. It's a very a dark orange. There's no reason for it to be orange like that, except for the contaminants that was added in that same brown dirt that I found in my engine oil. Let me get you another image here. If you look down here, you can see all the dirt that's collected on the bottom of the jar. And the same new oil here is a pale yellow color. The lighting is a little bit different than this picture. But that's the kind of stuff that I found in my engine oil. And since I found contamination in two fluids, I went ahead and I drained the radiator out completely. And when I was back flushing it with the garden hose, there was the water coming out of the filler neck was white, murky stuff. It basically looked like the water in your washing machine. And there's no question in my mind that it was contaminated with some type of commercial detergent. And after it was flushed, it began to develop this yellow-looking gel stuff that was oily in the top of the radiator. And I've never seen that in the years I've been doing repairs to cars. I'm here to expose the fact that I've reported this to my insurance agent, who is State Farm. And they are basically telling me that it's normal wear and tear. They don't want to cover it because the engine oil has been flushed out. And they basically don't want nothing to do with the claim that they're trying to tell me it's normal wear and tear, which I don't agree with that. There's too many things going wrong at one time. And like in this photograph, that's not a normal condition of any type of crankcase oil. This brake fluid should not be black like this. It should have been the same color as that bottle of oil in the previous picture. That's what I observed when the car was inspected a month before that sample was collected. Basically, State Farm does not want me to send off my oil samples to an independent lab for analysis. They're telling me I can't use it. They've sent me some paperwork to sign off, giving them full access to check all my financial, banking records, credit report, etc. They're basically treating my claim like it's fraud, and I'm just going to drop them because I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to take care of these problems. I'm going to take care of the engine damage, and I'm going to find another insurance company, because the people that vandalized my car, they did it in a way to make it appear as if it was bad maintenance practices, which obviously is not. You know, my vehicles are very well cared for. I also have this certificate from ASE indicating that I'm a qualified technician. And I'm very upset with State Farm because they're treating me like I'm trying to take them for a ride or commit some kind of fraudulent claim, which is certainly not the fact, considering everything I've discovered thus far has been tampering with the fluids in my vehicle. And this didn't only happen to one vehicle, it happened to 3 vehicles and a bunch of power equipment covered on another policy. And I'm publishing this to my blog to expose the fact that this company is just bad to deal with. And I want to share my story with everyone else, and perhaps we can all band together and convince these insurance companies that they just can't step on people like this. Thank you for your time.